I'm Chris King. I'm writer, director, producer, and editor of our short film called Proposal. I love those sort of those news magazine, PM news magazine types of shows of the grittier, the true life drama like Dateline NBC and First 48 and those kinds of hard things. Stories like that fascinate me. Not so much in a macabre sense, but in I've never been able to wrap my head around how do human beings do those kinds of things to other human beings. I don't get it, I don't understand it. And this was one particular story that I saw years ago, and it haunted me, and I just kind of took the story, and crafted my own dialogue, and sort of double meaning and entendre with that story, and made my own story out of that true story. I actually wrote the script about 5 or 6 years ago, and was just doing other films at the time, so I kind of wrote the script and kind of forgot or backburnered it. And then once we got done with those films, I came back to this one, and I was like, wow, this can be done fairly inexpensively, because it's a dialogue piece. It's two people talking, and two guys in a room just getting ready to build up his courage to make that big decision. And so the process was actually very easy. We just got, I work in television at NBC in Sacramento, so I have a lot of friends and colleagues who all have equipment. And we all just kind of pulled all of our time, efforts, energy, and equipment together and just kind of shot it over the course of a couple weekends. I actually started with a feature first, about 8-9 years ago. Took 3 years out of my life. So you know what, I kind of did it backwards. People normally do shorts first and then a feature. I did it backwards. I did a feature first, and then I've been doing shorts ever since. I've been doing shorts ever since, really, for the pure doability of it. I work full-time, and I've got 2 kids, so I'm slammed, so it's a time management to the nth degree, so it's just more realistic for me to do short films right now. That's always the creme de la creme. The high aspiration is to do features. So I look forward to doing one day, but I gotta tell you, I'm in no hurry to do another feature, because I just want it to be special. It doesn't have to be my words, oh my precious words. It could be, I can, I've always said that if I ever get a property, some script somewhere that's just an oh my gosher, then yeah, I can't wait to do it, because I just want it to be memorable. I don't want it to sit on a shelf forever after I made it. I love dialogue. Well, I love good dialogue scenes in short films. Crafting those, to me, is my ultimate goal, because it's so difficult to pull off a couple characters talking to each other without an audience doing this. So it's got to be really dynamic or unusual dialogue between those two, and that's definitely what I strive for most of all of my films. They're very dialogue heavy, so I just love the short film format, and it's certainly the most purest form of film, because you don't have to be. 3-act structure is so much about feature films. You don't have to do any structure in short films. There's a broad array of what you can do. What I think of the best thing about creating films is that it takes in so many art forms and so many disciplines and puts them together. And what I mean by that is, I started out drawing when I was a little kid, and Norman Rockwell, I copied every single thing he ever did. To watercolors, to scratchboard. I indulged in poetry and some, creative writing on the side. That said, film to me has taken on so many different parts of creativity and put them in film form, from frame composition to color patterns to working with actors to get very specific performances that you want from them. There's such a huge team and collective team element about creating something out of nothing. That's what I love so much about film. To me, it's the ultimate challenge for an artist. And that's not to disrespect the other art forms. I just find it to be the ultimate challenge to take so many art forms and bring them together into one project. What I want for them to take away from our film is kind of what I stated earlier about how do human beings do this to other human beings. and I guess in their own personal way, try to wrap their head around it or make sense of it on some level, if that's at all even possible. So, for the most part, most of our films are very, or I hope that they are very thought-provoking as you're walking away. I hate ribbons and bows endings. I like thought-provoking stuff. At the end of it, you're walking away going, oh my gosh, what did I just say? I'm going to be thinking about this for the next 5 hours. It was so chilling and on many levels. So I hope they walk away talking about it and thinking about it and how they feel about it.